Hello my friends, I'm Wavey, and in this video I will be explaining how to repair and maintain your weapons and outfits in Stalker Anomaly. We'll also go through some of the crafting as well, since that is part of the same game feature. Now this system can be pretty daunting for the new user, trust me, even I didn't use it for the longest time. But it's actually much simpler than you might think it is, so let's get into it. The first part I want to explain is field repairs. Okay, Wavey, what exactly do you mean by field repairs? Well, let's say for instance, you just got into a crazy firefight. And now your weapon and outfit have lost some of their condition. Usually isn't a substantial loss, but repairing your gear as soon as you can as well as keeping it in top condition are hugely beneficial. Let's look at some of the repair parts you can use for field repairs. Now there are two kinds of tools to use for repairs, one which I call patching items and full-blown repair kits. There are multiple variants of each kind of item and of course different ones for outfits and weapons. Here we can see gun cleaning oil, which of course would be used for weapons. And here is a glue tube, which you can use for outfits and headgear. These kinds of items are often found on other stalkers, so make sure to look at the items you find on any enemies that you kill. One thing that's very good about these items in particular is that they don't really weigh a lot, so you can carry a bunch with you, and of course this can be used to just quickly repair your items while you're in the field. However, their ability to repair is pretty weak. Each repair item, regardless of what it is, has certain attributes, like the base condition gain and the not usable below condition level. The not usable below condition level just means that if your, say for instance, weapon is under 90%, I wouldn't be able to use this gun oil to repair it. Now between all the items, some of them will be different. Like you can see this one here has a not usable below 85. These two are not usable below 90%. The glue tubes are also going to be different, 90%, 80%, 70%. The base condition gain is just what you will get back by using it all by itself. So if I use this gun oil to clean my gun, it'll gain 8% on the condition. The repair bonus is something that if you have another item in your inventory that you can use to repair, you can use them at the same time. So let me show you how this works. We have this Rusek gun oil here. My AK is right now at 94% condition, and this is not usable below 90%. So we can use this. We'll right mouse click and hit use. Then we'll take a look at our gun here. We'll click on this. Right now it's 94. After using the gun oil, it says repair plus 3. Makes a total 97, and we can use another item here. You can see supportive materials. We can even use a faction patch, but we can use another gun oil, which adds 5% bonus, making us all the way up to 100. You hit repair, go through a cute little animation of you guys just wiggling around, and boom, there's my gun, all brandy new. Now instead of patching items, the other things that you can use to do repairs would be actual repair kits or cleaning kits, like for instance, this medium and large caliber rifle cleaning kit. These are, however, quite a bit heavier than the gun oils and the glue tubes, so they will be a bit more cumbersome to take with you, but they do have high gain levels and they are usable at much lower condition levels. Now for outfits, there's a couple sewing kits. There's a heavy sewing kit, a basic sewing kit, and an advanced. And for guns, you have a couple different cleaning kits. There is also the universal weapon cleaning kit, which is very good to have around because the gun cleaning kits are used on very specific weapons. You can see here on the compatibility 545556 for this one has 762 and so on. You can also use the full-size repair kits, but as you can see, some of those are very heavy, so it's not useful for you to actually have on you when you're out in the field. Now most of these things can of course be bought at technicians, like our friend here, Novikov. He carries a universal kit, other various repair kits, sewing kits, and even the gun oils. Now the next section is going to be major repairs. This is a bit more intensive and difficult. I often don't do major repairs because of the way that you have to acquire parts, but allow me to show you. If you right mouse click on a gun or an outfit, you will see details here. You click on this, and from here, you'll get to see a couple different things. You'll see compatible repair kits, so all the different things that you can use to repair it. You'll see replacement parts, so all the components that make up the gun. And of course the compatible workshop kit that you need to be able to repair with. So as you see here, I have a gun that's in really terrible condition, and a lot of the parts are at 25%. The way to acquire parts for these repairs is to simply set aside the gun that you want, and when you're out and about and stalking, if you come across a gun that is identical or of a similar caliber, of course this shotgun is unique, but for instance you want to repair a 7.62 rifle, you can use all sorts of different other 7.62 rifles to find the parts you need. Once you find these weapons, you can disassemble them for their parts. Right, when I showed you on the details, there's these parts here. You can disassemble the gun and collect up the parts. To be able to do that, you do need a proper tool. So for instance, there is the multi-tool here that is used for disassembling weapons. Just for simplicity, I've gone ahead and spawned in this 100% shotgun, and we're going to go ahead and disassemble. But so we can see here, we just disassembled the one shotgun and we have a couple different parts. And you can tell that these are the right parts. When I hover my mouse over, you'll see I'll highlight all the different things that it can use in my inventory. So we're looking at weapon parts here. There's all these parts. Hover my mouse over it and all those parts highlight up. Now out in the field, of course, you're going to come across guns just like this. It's going to have a 30% condition, and you would only want to disassemble it if there's a part worth taking. So for instance, this gun specifically, there would be a part worth taking because it's 100%. Now if it's 75%, you can also take that as well, but 100% is definitely what you want to aim for. I've also seen sometimes it not give you all of the parts, so don't freak out if you were looking for one specific part and you didn't get it. Sometimes that happens. Now if you're really into this stuff, you can of course disassemble a gun that has 50% condition parts or even 25% and use something like a ramrod or a file. There are a number of other repair tools that you can use that can repair the weapon parts themselves. Now I'm not 100% sure how these work exactly, if they'll work on every gun part or only specific ones, but that is one thing that you can do. You can disassemble a gun that has pretty low condition parts and use a repair kit to repair the part and then put it in the gun. So to actually do this, we will need a vice. We'll go to the technician. We could say, can I use your vice? We give him 1,000 rubles. He says, okay. Go over here to the vice. And we want to go to this first tab here, the repair tab. We're going to look at our shotgun. And we do need, of course, the toolkit to be able to do this, which I did spawn in. We have the shotgun repair toolkit. Now when you click on a part on the gun, if you have the replacement part in your inventory, it will show up here. So we click on our barrel, we see, oh, there's our barrel right there. We can replace that. We can replace this, that, and this. I only have 4 uses for the toolkit, so I can't quite get the handguard. But we do this, we hit repair, and our gun will magically go all the way from 35% to 84%. And there we go. That's pretty much how major repairs work. Hey guys, I realize I didn't really explain this too well, so I'm going to do this after the fact. To disassemble outfits, it's the same process. You just need a different tool. You need the Swiss knife. For weapons, you use the multi-tool. But it's the exact same process. You can look at your outfit, hit details, and you'll see the components that the outfit's made of. Now, you just need to have the right components and the right outfits to be able to do major repairs on your armors and outfits. Now, the similar ones that you want to look for are really going to be more dependent on what kind of outfits they are, and this respect, light, medium, or heavy. These will generally speaking have the same parts. Of course, if you're looking at something like exosuits, a mercenary exosuit will have the same parts as a monolith exosuit. Just a little note. And the next section we want to look at is upgrades. You can also upgrade guns on your own. So here, for instance, I clicked on details, of course, for our weapon, and we can scroll all the way down to the upgrades section. And we can see here that there are a bunch of different upgrades that we can use. Now, these little icons here are actual upgrades that you can find. You can find them on other stalkers, in stashes, at traders, and all sorts of other different things. So there's additional gas pistons right here. So let's go ahead and just spawn that in our inventory just so I can show you. So we have our upgrade kit, our additional gas pistons, and I'm at the vice again, but I can't quite do it yet. That is because it says right here we need the medium and large caliber rifle fixing kit, and we also need the basic tools. So remember that if you go to a technician, you have him apply upgrades, you need to give him I believe it shows you here basic tools, advanced tools, and expert tools to do the various tiers of upgrades. This for basic tools will cover these, advanced tools will cover these, and experts will cover these. So again, we will just go ahead and spawn these in. We have medium and large caliber rifle fixing kit and basic tools. So we will go to our workshop here. We have our basic tools. They need to be in the inventory, or either you have to give them to the technician. I think it will also work that way. Let me also check that. So we gave him the basic tools there. Let's check and see. Available by the mechanic. So it does work that way. You can give him the tools and then use his vice. But basically we have our toolkit, we gave the technician the tools, and we have the repair kit. So we can go ahead and throw that in. I also apparently have this kit, so I could throw that in. And voila, it's all upgraded. Of course, make sure to click that upgrade button at the end there. And the last thing that I will show you is the crafting section. So at the vice again on this last tab here, there is the crafting. Now to do the crafting, you need the recipes and guides to be able to do it. If you have the recipe, you can see it here in the vice, but you can also read the recipe itself. So let's see. Go to our notes here. We'll do mechanics manual, and this one we will right mouse click and read. So now we have all these different recipes for all these different things. We could see here what kind of materials we need to be able to accomplish each of these crafting recipes. But for simplicity, just so I can show you everything, what we're going to do, we're going to unlock all notes. I'm going to ask this guy to use his vice again because he's rude. Now we can see here we have all of the recipes. So we can go ahead and look and just see all of the things that we need to be able to build this stuff. So actually accomplishing this is still a little bit difficult. When you want to craft something, you're going to need various different things. So for instance, to craft this, we need basic tools along with all of these components. Many of these things will be actual components like these fasteners and steel wool, but other things will be like the Swiss Army knife and gun cleaning solvent. Now to be able to get all those components, I really wouldn't be able to explain it too well, but basically most of the things in the game, if you right mouse click and click details, you can see what components they're made of. That's actually the case for everything in the game, you can see. So this flashlight right here is made of capacitors, copper wire, fasteners, and resistors. So if we were to disassemble this flashlight, like so, we would get all of these components. So it really depends on sort of knowing what you want to do, what you need, and if you have the recipe for it. However, the crafting's not super helpful. I don't end up using it much because acquiring the recipes takes time. And time is money. And I usually end up with enough money to buy whatever I want before I have the recipes, so, you know. So that's what I got for you here, my friends. I hope I can help simplify these features so you can use them yourselves. The repairing is monumentally helpful in your journey, especially when you get into the higher difficulties. So with that, peace out. I'll catch you on the flip.